What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another story time, and yes, I know I've been gone for a minute. I mean, I know I'm not as consistent as how I should, but I'm gonna be back on track with this. I'm gonna be back on track. Um, I'll put a poll on my story. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram because sometimes I be asking certain questions and I be letting the viewers see what I'm on. So it's like I was asking, and a lot of people want to see the story time that I posted on my story. So this was about how I used to always go to this park, and always used to get bullied by this one girl, right? Till one day. But it all started when I was probably like in what grade? I was probably around like what, 5th or 6th grade. Mind you, the bullies were anywhere around 8th to like freshmen. And mind you, they were all girls. So we're gonna name this trio. The first one, we're gonna name her. We're gonna name the first girl. What are we gonna name her? Bonquiqui. That's the name that fits perfectly with the girl. So the first girl is Bonquiqui. Second girl, we're gonna name her Rough.
Wow.
She just looked rough. And the third girl, she wasn't really like a main character for real, so we just gonna call her Cece. So the two main bullies that I used to have was Bonquiqui and Rough. I don't know what it was about me, but every single time they would see me, it was like they smell blood and they just always wanted to attack me. And the thing is, like, you know what I mean? When I was little, I wasn't, a rowdy kid. I was pretty much reserved. I was pretty shy. And I feel like I stayed in my own lane. So for them to come bother me out of nowhere, I don't know if they liked me. I don't know if they hated me. I don't know what the case was. I don't know what the case was with them. But every single time I go to the park, and they would just always bully me, right? So long story short, one day, this is probably like a good summer day. I'm not sure on what day it was because it happened years ago, but I go to the park, and mind you, my mom, she's noticing that I'm not going to the park as much. I'm, staying in the house in the summertime, and that's really like odd of me because back then I used to be active. I used to play a lot of basketball. I used to go to the beach, play, just two-hand football, soccer, any sport we was playing, I was there. So long story short, my mom notices that that I'm panicking to go to the park because I don't want to go to the park. Every single time I go there, they're grabbing my keys. Every single time I have my hat, they grabbing it. They throwing that shit. Every single time they would see me, they would violate. And then one day I got tired, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Like, look at me. I'm tired of this shit. So one day I told my sister to come with me, and my sister came with her boyfriend at the time, and we all go to the park, right? So she's telling me like, go play, you feel me? And if them girls come up to you, just call me. So I'm like, what happened if you won't come in time? She's just call me. So boom, go. It's a regular day at the park. There's mad heads. See some of the, clapping up some of my guys. Then I see the girls. So then the girls come straight to me. Oh, what's up? Bonquiqui comes up to me. What's up? Reaches and tries to get my ball. She missed. Then Ruff will be the illest dick rider. Ruff will always do whatever Bonquiqui used to do. Ruff will always do it. And then Cece was like the youngest one, so she never really was like doing it. She was just always there. But if you're there watching, you're just as bad too. But Bonquiqui and Ruff, they over here trying to get my ball. I'm not going for it, so I'm calling my sister. Yo, sis, come. Yo, they bothering me, like that. So my sister come, right? At the time, I can't show you what she had. So at the time, she had like a little brass knuckle, right? So she comes up and pulls up to both of these girls, and she's like,
"Oh, what? You want to mess with my little brother, right? Y'all see that he's young, right? What happened if I pick on you?"
Right, so my sister's going crazy, right? She is going berserk. And then my sister's boyfriend was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Y'all over here want to mess on a little boy and shit. What happened if I would have picked on you? Go get your dad. Go get your older brother.
Like, my sister and her boyfriend, they was both on time, and feel me? And Bonquiqui, she's trying to get fake tough with my sister. So she's like, Oh, I don't give a about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that. This and a third. Because mind you, gotta realize my Kwee, Ruff, and Cece are all older than me. I'm the youngest one that's getting picked on. Like I'm in the 5th or 6th grade. They're all like freshmen and like 8th graders. Like the shit was crazy. So long story short, um, she was like, oh, I don't care. My sister's talking out of her neck. I don't care. I'll put my hands on a little minor. I don't give a fuck. This, that, and the third. So starts getting ugly. They get scared and they dip out of the park, right? And you would think that's that. No. I'm playing. I'm having a bomb ass time. I'm thinking my sister. I'm over here thinking my sister's boyfriend. I'm like, thank y'all for having my back. Like that shit really meant a lot to me because it's like I didn't want even gonna come out here for real because I knew I was gonna get terrorized by girls, bro. And the thing is, when you're getting bullied, right? When you're getting bullied by boys and you're a boy, you know kind of how to like maneuver and you know how to like fuck around. Cause the thing is about me, I ain't really have too much bullies that were boys and shit, but I always had like girls and shit that would always like trying to make my life miserable. Like they would do like a whole bunch of out of pocket shit to me. They'll smack me around, try to, you know what I mean, do just petty shit just to get a reaction out of me. And I feel like they would always do it because they know I couldn't do nothing back and I couldn't defend myself. With boys, it was different. So long story short, it gets a little later too. I forgot to mention that. It gets a little later. It's probably like around 7 or 8. They come back, right? And at the time, I had a girl best friend. The girl best friend at the time, and we're gonna call her Taylor. So at the time, right, you know what I mean? My sister's boyfriend, they all dead. I'm just me. It's just me and the guys playing, and I'm with Taylor. So they come up, right, on some crazy shit. They come up and they just start swinging on Taylor. So like, you feel me? Like I feel like they were supposed to do that to me, but since I wasn't around or I was playing in the game, they saw Taylor like, and then they just started. So I stopped the game. I saw all that shit and I stopped it because Taylor was my best friend, my girl best friend at that. And I'm getting in the middle. I'm like, nah. I'm like, back up, back up, back up. Y'all niggas not. No, hold on, hold on. I fight bitches too. I'm over here bugging, mind you. I'm like in 5th or 6th grade, bro. And I'm over here. I fight bitches too. I fight bitches too. Get back up. You're not gonna jump my friend. You're not gonna jump my friend. So long story short, they end up jumping Taylor for a little bit. She comes out G's. You know what I mean? We end up leaving. And yeah, I feel like that was the end of the story. Like they, for me, like they got scared earlier throughout the day. And mind you, Taylor wasn't even there with me earlier throughout the day when my sister and her boyfriend came to go press them. But Taylor just ended up getting caught in the crossfire because she was with me. But that was today's story time, right? And today I have a moral of a story attached to it. Because I know that sometimes these story times can be funny, whatever the case may be, but I always like to attach a valuable piece and like a valuable lesson that I learned over the years. And it was that you gotta be careful who you associate yourself with, because not everybody thinks the same and not everybody has that maturity to separate the person from the group. So when people see you around a lot of people, it like what's that famous saying? Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. So if you hanging out with a whole bunch of thugs, even if you're not a thug, eventually you're gonna be portrayed and looked at as a thug. And if you are a girl and you hanging out with a whole bunch of strippers and whores and prostitutes, eventually people are gonna start looking at you as a prostitute, bro. So that's something that I had to learn the hard way. And this wasn't even just because of, if something happened to me, but I just saw that Taylor wasn't even involved in the shit that happened with me earlier, and she still ended up having to pay a price because she was with me. So be careful who you associate yourself with, because you never know what that can come with. But hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm going to be uploading way more. I've been slacking, but I got y'all. Go get her out.